Hi everyone, welcome in this session. Now we will continue the previous session about the same subject. Okay, let's start. But let's show you a quick introduction. Here we are talking about software called TreeShade. You can install on Adobe InDesign as an extension on Adobe Bridge, and also it has a file that can be executed as local server. This file called main.js, and you will find in the root folder after creating it. Execute as node.js, and here I have service, ngrok service, to connect the local server with the internet. I have this specific domain, and that requires a subscription about $8 monthly. But if you don't want, it will be free, but the domain will be random. Random depending on the session or on the time, I'm not sure. But you can depend on the free version for testing or quick form requesting. The benefit of the local server for InDesign content, you can send online form, so the end user, like your collaborator, marketing team, your customer, can fill the content in dynamic forms remotely to be updated on your computer. In addition to that, the document itself will be opened, update the content, and export a new PDF simultaneously within 1 minute to show the new design to the end user on the online form. In the previous session, now let's start with the subject. In the previous session, inside the work, the root folder, this is the root folder I have created, TRST. You can create with any name you want, not necessarily TRST. Here I put the folder inside the partition to be safe, and inside TRST, TreeShade will create this folder, workshop, and within this folder put your project. Here I have testing folder, test C, and this is our project, test C. I have InDesign document and the content inside this folder, data. The InDesign document has dynamic list of speakers. I formatted in the previous session. Go back to the previous live streaming to know how we do this. It's actually a dynamic live snippet represented by this file, speakers. This text file inside data. If we go inside data, you will have speakers. And I placed this live snippet. So here I can select all and delete. And then while the text cursor inside, I can right click on the text file and select place in InDesign. And then the content will be placed and selected if the placing manually. But when the online form submitted, the content will be updated automatically, exported and closed. Here I have repeated the same element to see how it will look. So let's delete all these elements except the first one. This is the first one, original, where I write the ID manually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but the other generated with random capital letters and digits. To mark that this actually an ID, you must put ID capital letters at the beginning. So let's select the text files except this, the original one, and from TreeShade menu, select move to trash. Then cancel moving to trash, no. Move the bird folder to trash, yes, because I want to move each folder have the same name of the file, because they actually have relation with the files as sub-content. Now in the document, if I update all, I will have only one item. Let's save. Do you want to check in? Yes. When you check in a document, just need Adobe Bridge to reveal it. And that is the sign of the finishing. Okay. The checking in done. Then I don't have online form. To make online form, here now we are inside version PDF. Inside version PDF, and we need to go to workshop, the editing location inside the same folder. From TreeShade menu, select new, online. To make online settings, keep the same name. This actually trigger Adobe InDesign to check in again. So just wait again for the PDF. Okay, let's go back to workshop. These actually locations have the same relative path, but different route. Like here, versions PDFs. If we click here under workshop, we will get workshop instead of versions PDFs. If you rename a file or move from folder to folder, it will be reflected by TreeShade automatically on the parallel locations. These locations for outputs, so don't edit them. Here you have versions because every file, including InDesign document, can have many versions started by this prefix. Here this red line indicates that don't edit the location, don't edit the files. Okay, now if we want to open the online form, double click this text file. Open online form, yes. Now we have a preview for the document, but the folder data is not revealed. To reveal the folder, it must have paired file, which means a file have the same name. So just create text file data. So TreeShade new text data. Now we have one element. Let's make the text frame here. To the page itself. And let's add margin, spacing, inset spacing, match the margin of the page. And let's add to the live snippet speakers. I double click on the text file to open this window. Now let's add dynamic style to set the page height automatically to the text frame. So right here, fit, colon, outer, to reference the outer text frame. because you can write dynamic style to target inner text frame inside the snippet itself. Outer page height, which means make the page height match the outer text frame. Okay. Now if we update all, the page match the frame, but the problem, the frame itself is not shrinked to the content. So let's make object style for the main text frame. Let's name main. And let's add auto size for the height only. Okay. Now let's update again. See, the page automatically shrinked to the items. Let's save. Okay. Now it's done. Now you can write label here for the person, like let's say his family name. Upload a new photo by clicking here. Upload any photo. And then here in caption, write his first name and last. And then now we can duplicate using this button. And this dynamic list generated because we have here ID inside the folder. We have ID for the file, capital letters ID, then sequence of digits and capital letters. Let's duplicate. Now we can write a new name. Upload a new portrait photo for the user, for the speaker. You can close and duplicate like that. Etc. Let's add 5. And let's click update. But before that, let's put Adobe InDesign on the right to see what is going here on the online form during the process. Click update. Now the request will be received from the local server on your computer. The content will be updated. Adobe InDesign will be opened if it's not opened yet. The content will be updated there. And a new design will be revealed on the online form. Let's duplicate more. Now, because the speakers will have two lines, the InDesign document page will expand because we have dynamic style. It's expanded to get the element. Okay, that's it. So now we have the data in your computer represent the content of the design. You can open this folder and you will have the speakers with labels here, like their family name, so you can edit manually. If you want to edit the photo, double click here on the text file and click yes to open the bird folder. And then here you will have portrait image, so you need to edit. And here in the caption you will have the name, no, not this caption, this render dynamic, this is bird file for the content, actual content inside the folder. Here you can edit the name and the position. And in the InDesign you can format the styles and other settings, but not the content. The dynamic content must be in Adobe Bridge or on the online form. Here you can go to anyone to edit the portrait or the caption. So now at any time the end user can update the content to generate a new design simultaneously. And here we have paragraph style, I think, speaker's location. Let's add margin on the right and left, so we have only 4 items. Okay, like that. Let's save and check in. Now I checked in locally on the computer, so the online form need to be refreshed. The problem here that I changed the paragraph settings, the paragraph format without updating the style. So it clear the style again. Let's go back and put the margins that we put earlier. And click Ctrl Alt Shift R to redefine. Okay. Now save and check in. Every time you check in a file manually, wait for the PDF as a mark for ending the the process ending. So now if we refresh here, you will have like this. Okay. Thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to ask any question about the software. You can install totally free from Adobe Exchange. Go to the website exchange.adobe.com and search in Creative Cloud page for the software name. Thank you for watching, and by the way, subscribe in the YouTube channel so you get notified when I go live. I go live daily, and you can interact with during the streaming. If you have any question, ask and I will answer live. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.